And you thought I forgot about Jack. You're wrong. I don't know Jack, but I would never forget about Jack. Never, ever, ever.
Yeah.
60 seconds.
Less here.
Has the automatic temperature been recalibrated?
That's a Roger.
Good. Calibration.
Whoa, look out, it's on fire. Fire! Help! Help!
We love fire. It's okay.
Me. Oh, thank you.
Once or twice.
Hey, my name's Raul. I want to make sure you're in the right place. This is the game called You Don't Know Jack. How many people do we have playing? 1. Got it. Short. Easy to spell. Type in your name, please. Oh yeah, you want a 7-question game, tournament length, or full 21?
We're going all in.
Thanks, babe.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm a baby.
Your buzzer is the letter B, as in beef chunks.
Beef.
Right, come on. Don't get your BVDs all bunched up.
20 seconds.
Ooh, all right, listen up. Soon as you think you know the answer to a question, buzz in. Then you have to hit the number that corresponds to the answer you want. Got that?
10
do, I got
seconds.
it.
People,
9,
we're going here.
8,
Let's lose that desktop.
7, 6.
Okay,
5,
go to black.
4, 3.
Here we go.
Rush Hour has just begun.
This movie has not yet been rated.
Okay. Don't rate the movie then. I don't care. I do care about Jellyvision though.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, how you doing? Good.
Hey, Cookie.
Good to see ya. Yada yada yada. Well, all right, that's out of the way. So it looks like you don't know anyone who played the game with you.
Yeah, I
What a
don't.
shame.
I'm
well,
sorry.
at least you know you win.
I will win.
Category, please.
German chocolate.
I'm sorry, Dave. It's question 1.
The category is German chocolate. How does $2,000 sound?
I don't know. How does it?
Strap on your helmet. We're going in. Which candy bar would you expect to be served at the Cabaret in Cabaret? Three Musketeers, Mounds, Milky Way, or Kit Kat? Go get it! Well, Michael York is in the Three Musketeers, but I thought he was much more satisfying in Cabaret. Or am I thinking of Snickers?
Damn.
Well, if money does make the world go around, your world just came to a halt. The name of the cabaret in the movie Cabaret is the Kit Kat Club. Sweet
makes sense,
Liza
makes sense.
Minnelli's sandwich between two crunchy German lovers. Okay, I need
One
a
man's
category.
vandalism's another man's art.
Say hello to one man's vandalism is another man's art. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Say, did you ever put your initials in fresh cement? Well, it's a good thing the folks in Hollywood are more mature than that. If the first stars to leave their mark in the cement in front of Grauman's Chinese Theater had done so in a less than mature fashion, what might tourists be reading today? Judy Garland and Mickey Rooney forever? Doug Fairbanks loves Mary Pickford? Roy Rogers plus Dale Evans equals Trigger? Or for a good time, call Laurel and Hardy? No, but I hear Trigger left something else on the Walk of Fame.
Oh.
Let's see what a correct answer looks like. Douglas Fairbanks and Mary Pickford were the first stars memorialized on the sidewalk. The mothers at the ceremony interrupted to remind everyone not to step on any cracks. I need a
Bad
category.
God, bad.
Now showing Bad God, bad. $1,000 at stake on this one. Just step up and take a swing at this one. If Warren Beatty's reincarnation in Heaven Can Wait got mixed up with Chevy Chase's in Oh Heavenly Dog, what would happen? Lassie would fly to the moon, Rin Tin Tin would run the country, Benji would quarterback the Rams, or Tiger would marry Mrs. Brady. Take it! Rin Tin Tin run the country? Sure, why not? I hear he's really good at barking orders.
Damn, got me.
The correct answer is Warren Beatty is reincarnated as a quarterback for the Rams in Heaven Can Wait, and Chevy Chase is reincarnated as Benji in Oh Heavenly Dog. And Lord knows the Rams need all the help they can get. All right, hit me.
Most boring soundtrack ever. Oh, it still cares.
Well, what do we have here? The most boring soundtrack ever. 2 G's if you get this one right. Okay, kids, time to take an imaginary trip to the Linda Evans Yanni household. Imagine that Linda has purchased a new keyboard and Yanni really wants it. If Linda makes him earn it the way Ada earns her piano in the piano, what must Yanni do? Cut off a finger, promise never to play in public again, shave his head, or remove a bit of clothing for each key? Go. Cutting off your fingers to get a piano. That's like cutting off your ears to get a Yanni album. Huh. When I put it that way, it makes sense.
Damn.
It would have been so beautiful if you'd only picked this. After her piano is sold, Ada earns it back, key by key, in return for gradually increasing favors. So Yanni's gonna have to strip down. Ew! Okay, pick a category.
You're so big.
It's a 5! Let's give a nice warm welcome to You're So Big. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Okay, imagine this. You're a talented young actor bombarded with offers from agents promising to make you big. Based on the movie Big, which of the following agents should you consider?
It's
It's
Zoltar,
yours if you
obviously.
want. Zoltar is the name of the carnival machine which grants Tom Hanks' character's wish to be big in the movie Big. Yeah, but if Zoltar tries to get you a part in a made-for-TV movie called Mazes and Monsters, you might want to keep looking for another agent. I need a category.
I can't disagree with 2 more than anything, so we'll go with 3.
She was built like an interstate cloverleaf, made for speed with all the right curves. All I could think of was 6.
This one's
Yeah, that's what I
called,
wanted to do,
guess
but
that
then the
means
last
no
question,
kiss goodnight.
the
And
number
we
2
got
option,
3,000
whatever.
bucks in the pot. Heads up, here it comes. In retrospect, what movie would famous gangster John Dillinger most likely pick as the film he never wanted to end? Gone with the Wind, Manhattan Melodrama, Gun Crazy, or Ernest Goes to Jail? Go get it!
Oh, God, baby, I diss you so much.
Let me show you what someone smart would have picked. Manhattan Melodrama was the film Dillinger saw right before he was gunned down outside the Biograph Theater in Chicago.
Hey, are you gonna finish that popcorn?
Category, please.
Leading men from Galilee.
I proudly present Leading Men from Galilee, $39.95 a play setting. And you pop a right answer, you got 2,000 bucks. Pull out your antenna and get ready to buzz. If the Franklin Mint released a line of commemorative plates with the images of Jesus on them as portrayed by different actors, which of these actors would be a man without a plate? Ted Neely, James Woods, Willem Dafoe, or Max von Sydow? Go for it. As of 1996, James Woods hasn't played Jesus in a film.
Just 80s.
God's gift to acting, maybe, but not Jesus. Okay, I need a category.
Characters who are very well versed.
Hey, all right. Guess what you just picked? It's time to play Dis or
Ooh,
Dat.
there we go.
And this Dis or Dat questions category is characters who are very well versed. All right, I'm going to read off 7 words or phrases, and for each one, you tell me whether it's a song lyric or a film character.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, I see. You got this thing down. Well, I'll put 30 seconds on the clock then. Let's dance. Zippity-doo-dah, song Ricky Tikki Tavi, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Hakuna Matata, Rin Tin Tin, Malmahay. Last one, Imhotep. That's all she
Damn,
wrote.
easy.
Oh, yes, you rock. Check it out. Go home, just another day at the office. All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, hit me.
It's a horse dropping of a different color.
They said it was indestructible. Then disaster struck.
Chew on this. That's a horse dropping of a different color. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. Remember the horse of a different color from The Wizard of Oz? Well, he's pulled his last coach, and if he can't find some other way to be of use, it's the glue factory. What would the horse of a different color from the Land of Oz have to do if he wanted to be hired as the logo for TriStar Pictures? Take it! The TriStar logo is Pegasus, the winged horsey.
Winged horsey?
Think of TriStar as some billionaire Japanese movie executive's version of My Little Pony. I need a category.
Everyone in the wholesale block.
And I believe this one's called Everybody in the Wholesale Block. And we're talking 2,000 for this baby. All right, buzz in and start typing when you know the answer to this analogy.
Jolene
The
Joestar.
longest yard is to American football as victory is to what?
But what? Well, I guess it's name a sport.
You want it, you got it. Type in your answer and hit return. You're number one. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh.
Here's what you should have typed in. While the prisoners in the longest yard play football against their guards, the prisoners of war in victory play the Nazis in a game of soccer. I would imagine it's hard to be a prison guard if you aren't allowed to use your hands. That's it for round one. Let's go to round two. Every question in round two is worth twice as much, so we got some serious cash at stake here.
Yeah,
Let's
give me
get
that
to
cash, quickly. I need it. No negatives here.
Okay, pick a category.
What's the funny side of going to jail?
Here we have the funny side of going to jail. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Flex those fingers, because here it comes. No doubt you've heard of your Miranda rights, but what warning is most likely one of your Carmen Miranda rights? You have the right to tell corny one. It's Carmen Miranda was a famous
That's right.
1940s film star from Brazil who wore an enormous tutti frutti headdress. And when you're talking about the legal system, juries are much more lenient to a defendant who's got a huge tutti frutti headdress. Trust me on this one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I
excuse
need a
you.
Did someone order a 12-inch sausage?
Oh my.
Coming at you. Excuse you. 6,000 big ones for a right answer. Whoa, must be tough. Grease yourself up and get ready to wrestle. Suppose you're at the video store and you're having some gastrointestinal problems. Which of these embarrassing noises could you not pass off as an actual movie title? Zots, gas, poot, or... Go get it! I've looked and I've looked, but I can't find any movies with the title of Poot.
I did it. I pooted.
Which is too bad, because that eliminates the sequels Poot 2 and Poot 3, the final Poot. All right,
It's
hit
the
me.
longest I've ever seen.
For your enjoyment, it's the longest I've ever seen. You give me a right answer, I give you a quick 4,000. All right, it's the annual NFL regular season showdown between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Dallas gives Niner QB Steve Young trouble all day, so he defends himself in the way made famous by Burt Reynolds in The Longest
another
Yard. What
Longest
should
Yard.
the Cowboy defenders do? Plug their ears to avoid verbal abuse, install face shields on their helmets, be sure they're wearing their protective cups, or get ready for cleat marks on their backsides. Go for it. Yes, Steve Young is going to defend himself the way a man should, by calling his opponent a poopy head.
But yeah,
Here's what
that's
you
the only
should have
way.
picked.
Oh.
The middle linebacker for the prison guards team got plunked in the jewels with the ball, thrown by quarterback Burt Reynolds, twice. After each time, Reynolds' entire team proceeded to jump on the poor guy. Guess they heard him moaning loose ball and thought there was a fumble. category, please?
Hop to it.
The selection is hop to it. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Okay, kids, imagine this wacky episode of the TV show Kung Fu in which David Carradine's character Kane is having more flashbacks to his youth. Kane's mentor, the monk, has stopped calling him Grasshopper in his flashbacks and instead is taken to calling him Hedda-Hopper. What might you expect Kane to eventually become? A Hollywood gossip columnist, a shoe-sniffing actor, a cartoon rabbit, or a splicing machine? Take it! Hedda-Hopper was an enormously influential gossip columnist.
Back in the positives.
So now we know why Kane's a hunted man.
I'll teach you to pan me, you son of a bitch.
Okay, I need a category.
Anybody have a tissue?
In the deepest reaches of the Congo lies question 15.
All right, here's the deal. Does anyone have a tissue? 2 G's if you get this one right. Okay, let's say you decide to catch a movie after work, and when you get home, your wife accuses you of having an affair and demands an apology. If you respond to your wife's request for an apology by saying love means never having to say you're sorry, what movie did you most likely just see? Gone with the Wind, Love Story, Casablanca, or It's a Mad, 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 Mad World? Go get it! And that's a wrong answer.
Oh, why?
Bet you wish you'd picked
Just
this.
write that into the movie.
You saw Love Story on your way home. And saying this means never having to worry about sex again. Okay, pick a category.
Communist movie credits. The best kind.
Uh-oh, wet suck tit shine
Oh.
floor.
It's time for a There is no scum.
Let's see if you can make sense of this gibberish category. Communist movie critics. The opening value for this gibberish question is going to be 10K. Okay, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this, but every second and a half, I'm taking away some money. Okay, see if you can tell me what children's movie title does this rhyme with? Red Mobs Pan Doom Flicks. Your first hint, it features... This could be
I
it.
got
Type
it.
in your...
Thanks for the clue. That's exactly what I needed.
Remember that scene in Bedknobs and Broomsticks where the bed starts flying? I've had a few nights like that myself. Aspirin seems to help. I need a category.
Yo, silver.
Okay, give it up for Yo, Silver! You get 4,000 clams for this one. Hey, remember how Tonto used to always call the Lone Ranger Kemo-Sabe? If the Lone Ranger's sidekick were replaced by Tonto from the movie Harry and Tonto, what would this Tonto most likely say to get the Lone Ranger's attention? Meow, hurry, vroom, or score? It's your... Harry and Tonto is about a guy named Harry and his cat. Look out, Tonto. Here come the bad guys.
And put down that yarn.
Category, please.
Question
You need
18.
to cube all the
Understood
Kramers.
by day, stripper by night.
Let's see what we got going. Kramer cubed. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Get your finger out of your ear and listen up. We're going. If the Kramers in Kramer vs. Kramer fought for the custody of Kramer from Seinfeld, what wacky situation would end the film? Kramer residing with Dustin Hoffman, Kramer falling off the teeter-totter, Kramer seeing Meryl Streep naked, or Mr. Drummond seeing Kramer on weekends? Go for it! In Kramer vs. Kramer, Meryl Streep wins the custody battle in court, but agrees to allow her son to remain with Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Dustin's biggest challenge as a father would be in teaching Kramer to knock before entering. Okay, I need a category.
The X-Files.
The category? The X-Files. How does $2,000 sound? Let's see how you handle this one. If your neighborhood porno theater decides to clean up its act by only showing X-rated films that have won an Academy Award for Best Picture, what is the only film it could screen? Last Tango in Paris, Midnight Cowboy, The Last Temptation of Christ, or The Exorcist? In 1969, Midnight Cowboy, a film about a male hustler, picked up Oscars for Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Screenplay. And then Midnight Cowboy picked up Oscar, but that's another story.
Oh, there we go.
All right, hit me.
Good head, yeah. 20.
This category is known as Good Head. I'm sending over 4,000 dead presidents if you get this one. Put it in gear, because here we go. Imagine you're remaking the short-lived TV sitcom Herman's Head, but this time you're calling it Edith Head. Inside whose head will the show take place? A bittersweet director's, a wisecracking costume designer's, a tough but lovable agent's, or a sassy young cinematographer? It's yours if you... Edith Head was a costume designer who won 8 Academy Awards.
Oh, yeah. Thanks,
the show Edith Head may be just as lame as Herman's Head, but it's gonna be covered with terrific hats. Category, please.
It's good enough for Mom and Dad.
Time for the attack. When you see 2 words that match,
Remember the
buzzer.
clue.
You get it right, you get 2,000 in the bank. Get it wrong, I'm making a withdrawal of 2,000. Just one more thing to remember.
Remember the clue.
The 2 words that match have to fit this clue. If it's good enough for Mom or Dad, okay, time to make your folks proud. Have at it.
Oh no, I'm not gonna know this. It's gonna go bad. Tippy Hedren. Keep screaming. Doing terrible.
Whoa, if you're lucky, that performance will end up on the cutting room floor. Let's see the damage.
Wow, I still got positive score. Incredible.
Way to go, player. It's like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, as long as you get to play with yourself. Now get the hell away from the computer and go make some friends, because...
You don't know. Nice work, people. Cue the commercials, and Raoul, what's happening? We going again?
Excellent. You're on the high scoreboard. You can either go off on that long overdue ego trip, or we can play again and see if you don't just crash and burn next time through. Hey, clam it up. We're up. Okay, got it. All right, people.
Yeah, let's do it again. Do it again.
Okay, pick a category.
Just call me Deadbeat.
I'm sorry, Dave. It's question 1.
I proudly present Just Call Me Dead Meat. $1,000 if you get it. Okay, imagine this. You live in LA and have decided to change your name. Coincidentally, the Terminator arrives in LA the same day you plan to do it. Given this, what would be the worst new name to choose? Go get it! The original Terminator was looking to kill every Sarah Connor in Los Angeles, so that would be a pretty bad name to pick when he comes to town.
That's right.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Sarah.
Sarah who?
Sarah Connor in the house?
Why, yes, just a...
I need a category.
Monty Python, the job application.
The category is Monty Python and the job application. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Hey, you know that movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Well, say the Knights Who Say Knee are accepting new members into their fellowship. Because they can't bear to hear his name, which applicant would they have trouble interviewing? Michael Knight, Dr. No, Bob Newhart, or Cousin It? Go for it! Dr. No. Ironic, don't you think?
No, I don't
Should
think
have
it is.
picked this. The word it causes the Knights Who Say Knee quite a bit of discomfort, so they'd have a difficult time interviewing Cousin It from the Addams Family. Although I hear he's considering changing his name to Cousin
Eki Patang. Boy.
Category, please.
No experience required.
This one's called No Experience Required. This one can net you $1,000. You know, after this gig is over, I might need to find a new job. Tell me who placed this ad. Wanted, unique height challenge staff for full-time positions. Duties include candy production, frequent musical numbers, security. In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Willy brought the Oompa Loompas to the candy factory, where they lived, sang, made candy, and were safe from the vermicious canids. Ah, yes, the good old days before labor reform.
Some more label reform now, am I right? Am I right? Batman with the pompadour.
Chew on this.
Pompadour
Batman with a pompadour. And you pop a right answer, you got $2,000. Okay, picture this outtake from Batman Forever. During the siege on the villain's harbor hideout, Batman suddenly whips out a guitar and sings Skeet Surfin'. Val Kilmer has confused his bat role with his role in what movie? Willow, Top Secret, Thunderheart, or Real Genius? It's yours if you want it. In Top Secret, Val Kilmer plays a very Elvis-like teen idol traveling to World War II Germany. I hope he didn't get confused again on the set of The Island of Dr. Moreau. I'll bet if Kilmer started singing Tutti Frutti to Marlon Brando, Brando would kick the crap out of him. All right, hit me.
Band apart.
It's a 5! Say hello to A Band Apart. $3,000 on the table for this one. Hey, music fans, did you know the band 10,000 Maniacs based its name on the title of a cult film? In order to have the same number of maniacs as in the cult movie's title, however, how many maniacs would have to leave the band? 5,000, 8,000, 9,000, or 9,999? Well, you're toast.
Oh.
Let's take a look at the right answer. The movie is 2,000 Maniacs, so 8,000 Maniacs would have to hit the road. But I'm sure anyone would have to be a maniac to leave that band. Right, Natalie?
So that's hilarious if I knew like any kind of bands or anything.
Pleasant Valley Spud Days.
Oh, what?
Spud Days. Oh, I get it. Hang on, kids, because I think we're going on a fiber optic field trip to Sun Valley, Idaho. Vacation playground to the stars and an area code of 208. Hey, kids, go pack a sack lunch, because we're going on a fiber optic field trip.
Nice.
And it looks like we're calling a gaffer. Yeah, a gaffer.
Great.
All right, someone in the movie industry. Well, maybe we can find out what the hell gaffers do. Okay, hang on, it's ringing.
Hello?
Hi, I'm trying to get in touch with a gaffer.
This is a gaffer.
You're a gaffer in the movie industry?
Actually, no. I'm Angela Gaffer, and I'm a therapist. Is there something I can help you with?
Oh, sorry, Doc. Listen, my name's Cookie. I'm the host of a CD-ROM movie trivia game. It's put out by You Don't Know Jack.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Really? No.
Yeah, my husband enjoys that game every once in a while.
Well, hey, maybe he'd like to help us out with a trivia question for our movie edition.
Oh, he's not home, but maybe I could help you out.
Really? Do you like the movies?
Oh, yeah.
And you think you could come up with some movie trivia?
I think I could come up with something.
Well, great. Let's do it then.
Okay, how does this work?
Okay, I'm going to put you on with one of our producers, and he'll explain everything, all right? And we'll be right back with A Gaffer. Right now, let's continue the game. Category, please.
When English teachers let their hair down, I do that all the time.
She was built like an interstate cloverleaf, made for speed with all the right curves. All I could think of was 6.
Let's give a nice warm welcome to When English Teachers Let Their Hair Down. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Heads up, all you sentence diagrammers. It's time to get wacky. You want a movie with adultery, cannibalism, and plenty of nouns in the title. Which one should you pick? The Favor, the Watch, and the Very Big Fish? Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy? The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover? Or Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice? Take it! Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice? Sure, they ate each other, but in a good way.
Oh.
For the curious, here's the right answer. It's The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover. Great flick. But ever since I saw it, I look real closely at anything that's supposed to be a delicacy. I need a category.
Lynch Bob, Lynch Bob.
Well, what do we have here? Lynch mob, roly-poly lynch mob. And we're talking 2,000 for this baby. Fire up those frontal lobes. Here's the question. Yikes! An angry mob made up of David Lynch movie characters is on the rampage in Hollywood. Which character would not get hauled in for being in this lynch mob? Laura Palmer, the Elephant Man, Barton Fink, or Eraserhead? Go for it! Barton Fink is the title character in a movie by the Coen brothers, not David Lynch.
There you go.
Although, I hear Barton and Eraserhead are both under investigation for violating some sort of gravitational laws with their haircuts. Okay,
that makes me hot.
Excellent choice. It's time to play Dis or Dat. The category for this Dis or Dat question is, it makes me hot. Check it out. I'm going to read 7 movie titles, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's about women in prison or something on fire.
Great. Love it.
Okay, Maestro, if you think you know the rules, I'll go ahead and put 30 seconds on the clock. And let's go. Caged heat, women in prison or something on fire. Backdraft. The Hot Box. Chained Heat. Fahrenheit 451. Red Heat. This is it. Powering and... That's all she wrote.
Yeah, it could have been better.
Not quite perfect, but you can't get any closer. Let's throw it into your score. Nice shooting, Tex. Let's mosey on ahead.
Oh, I deserve an egg.
Hit me.
Egg.
They said it was indestructible. Then disaster struck.
Now
egg.
showing, you deserve an egg today, and you're
Everyone
playing for
deserves an egg.
$3,000 cash money. Just step up and take a swing at this one. If McDonald's introduced a new breakfast sandwich called the Egg McGuffin, on what would you be dining? The cast of Braveheart and fries, a Hitchcock plot device with ham and... Go get it. Hitchcock called the little thing that gets the story going, like a missing artifact or a mysterious stranger, the MacGuffin. And if you've seen some of Hitchcock's cameos in his films, you know he loves ham. Okay,
let's hit the cold showers.
And And I believe this one's called Hit the Cold Showers. How does $2,000 sound?
Sounds pretty good,
Strap
Cookie.
on your
Sounds
helmet.
real good.
We're going in. Considering Matthew Modine's obsession in Vision Quest, what's the most appropriate pickup line for his character to use on his new housemate, Linda Fiorentino? Please be my wide receiver. Wanna wrestle? Looks like you could use a pit stop. Or do you believe in love at first sight? It's your... Looks like you could use a pit stop. No, that's the line Tom Cruise used on Nicole Kidman in Days of Thunder. The correct answer is... In Vision Quest, Matthew Modine plays a young athlete obsessed with wrestling. There's a great scene where Linda Fiorentino helps him practice his wrestling moves, except they're naked. Must be Greco-Roman or something. Okay, we're halfway home. Let's see how round 2 treats you. Now remember, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up.
Here we go.
All right, we're back in Sun Valley with Dr. Gaffer. Dr. Gaffer, you still with us?
I'm here.
Good. Do you mind if I call you Doc?
That's fine.
Well, Doc, hit us with your question.
Okay, here we go. The category is Movie Music Madness.
And this one's going to be worth $5 grand.
So put your finger on that button and get ready to answer my question. If a psychologist were to base his or her practice on the lyrics and title of the theme song to the movie MASH, what would he or she be trying to prevent? Homicide, suicide, impotence, or post-traumatic stress syndrome?
Take it! Doc, they picked post-traumatic stress syndrome.
I'm sorry you're wrong, but maybe you'd be right in a flashback.
Dang.
Doc, you blanked them.
Oh, well, you should have picked suicide. The theme song to MASH is called Suicide is Painless. But as a professional therapist, I must stress, there's no clinical studies to support this claim.
Doc, I can't thank you enough. That was great.
Hey, it was my pleasure.
Of course, now I'm worried you're going to tell all your colleagues what an insecure freak I am.
Well, trust me.
That's not a matter of trust. If you tell anyone, I'll hunt you down and kill you. Dr. Gaffer of Sun Valley, Idaho. Thanks again, Doc. Now let's get back to the game, shall we? Okay, I need a category.
Goodfellas and Wallflowers.
Did someone order a 12-inch sausage?
Oh my.
The selection is Goodfellas and Wallflowers. 2 G's if you get this one right. Imagine this. You're Martin Scorsese's date at the senior prom. It's the end of the night, and Martin Scorsese tells you he's reserved the last waltz for the stars of his film, The Last Waltz. Who will be taking your place on Martin's shoulder? Members of the Grateful Dead, members of the band, members of Creedence Clearwater Revival, or members of the Eagles? Go for it!
Oh, excuse me.
Total guess.
It would have been so beautiful if you'd only picked this. The Last Waltz is Scorsese's documentary about the last concert of the band. Now, after prom, I wonder who's going to get dropped off last, Robbie Robertson or Rick Danko? I need a category.
King of Burger King, please.
For your enjoyment, the King and Burger King. $6,000 on the table. Better make it good. Pull out your antenna and get ready to buzz. Say you wanted to sell some toys commemorating that classic Elvis film set on an all-female dude ranch. Considering the name of the film, what would be the best name for a toy? Tickle Me Elvis, G.I. Joe Blues, the Easy Clam Bake Oven, or the Jailhouse Pet Rock? Go get it! Tickle Me was the name of the Elvis film set on an all-girls dude ranch.
Oh, it's the Tickle Me Elvis.
Watch what happens when I press his stomach. Hey, baby, come on up to my room and I'll show you what to tickle.
Category, please.
Cyndi Lauper through the ages.
Coming at you, Cyndi Lauper through the ages. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Hey, you remember that Cyndi Lauper sappy love song, Time After Time? Well, if Cyndi Lauper were lost, lonely, and found the guy that H.G. Wells is chasing in the movie Time After Time, about whom would Cyndi be singing? Jack the Ripper, Attila the Hun, Jules Verne, or a treasure-hunting dwarf? It's yours if you... Jules Verne. That answer is so unusual. Here's what you should have picked. In Time After Time, H.G. Wells pursues Jack the Ripper into the future. Cindy, on the other hand, should probably go back in time and talk herself out of that whole pro wrestling thing. Okay, I need a
Thank you for your support.
In the deepest reaches of the Congo lies question 15.
Here we have, thank you for your support. This one can net you $6,000. Wow, this is pretty interesting. For several years in a row, the Oscar winners for Best Supporting Actress had something unusual in common. See if you can figure it out. Based on the pattern in the names of the Best Supporting Actresses from California Suite, Kramer vs. Kramer, Melvin and Howard in Reds, who should have won next? Lassie, Madeline Stowe, Gina Lollobrigida, or Shannon Tweed?
What?
Take it! No, Shannon Tweed is never the right answer.
No, she's the right answer.
Let me show you what someone smart would have picked. Those Oscars went to Maggie Smith, Meryl Streep, Mary Steenburgen, and Maureen Stapleton, so Madeline Stowe, whose initials are also MS, would best complete the pattern. Yeah, the Academy busted up that pattern the next year when McLean Stevenson tried to horn his way in.
Sketchy games for your prizes, please.
Uh-oh, best of hits fried spore.
Oh, a fried spore. Delicious.
Ticklish test gum.
Some kind of mushroom, some kind of fried mushroom.
Your gibberish category for today is sketchy game show prizes. We're talking $10,000 prize on this gibberish question. Now check it out. As the time disappears, so does the money. So the sooner you buzz in, the better. Okay, tell me, what famous movie quote does this rhyme with? New tin kin, a tree, and free blonde. And don't let the punctuation throw you off. First hint, Buzz from Toy. Let's see
well,
what
there
you
you
think.
go.
Start typing. Here's the thing, though. By the very definition of infinity, you can't really go beyond it, right? No wonder our kids are a bunch of illiterates.
Damn. You got me,
pick a
Cookie.
category.
Show me some scary home videos. We'll pretend we're playing Trivia Murder Party.
Okay, give it up for America's Scariest Home Videos. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Flex those fingers, because here it comes. What horrific act would you expect to see Vincent Price perform in a movie titled Full House of 1,000 Dolls? Sell Mary-Kate and Ashley to a slavery ring, lock John Stamos in a haunted house all night, dip Bob Saget in wax, or chop David Coulier in half with a pendulum? Go for it! No, that'd be Full House of Wax. And let me tell you, that Bob Saget is stiff enough.
Alright.
Let's see what a correct answer looks like. In the House of 1,000 Dolls, Vincent Price sells young girls into slavery. Yeah, with the Olsen twins, I hear Vincent had to offer a 2-for-1 deal. Category, please.
For those about to rock.
What do we got out there? It looks like 18, sir.
The category? For those about to rock, and it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Heads up, here it comes. If Nigel from This Is Spinal Tap had a girlfriend who had the same characteristics as his special amp, what might he say about it? In Spinal Tap, Nigel makes a big deal out of the fact that his amp goes up to 11.
Yeah, it's important.
And to see if his girlfriend goes to 11, try twisting one of her knobs. I need a category.
When I say blow, you ask how hard.
This category is known as, when I say blow, you ask how hard. Play your cards right, you win 4,000 bucks. Okay, this baby's a fill in the blank, so type in the answer when you know it. In To Have and Have Not, Lauren Bacall says to Bogey, just put your lips together and blow. What is she teaching him to do? Run with it. Bacall is telling Bogart how to whistle.
Hey, I got it.
A few weeks into filming, Bogart left his wife, and they figured out the rest. Okay, I need a category.
Once more with feeling.
All right, here's the deal. Once more with feeling. You give me a right answer, I give you a quick 4,000. Say, remember that kid show, The Croft Superstars, with those guys, the Bugaloos? You know, they're in the air and everywhere.
No, I don't remember
If the
that.
Bugaloos made their own version of the sequel to the hip 80s film Breakin', what would the title be? More Bugaloo? Go get it! Breakin' 2 is subtitled Electric Boogaloo. More proof that absolutely anybody who can get one movie made in Hollywood can get 2 movies made in Hollywood.
That's right.
Category, please.
Oh, from Kirk to Picard. Finally, some Star Trek trivia. That's what I need.
Been there, done that. Let's get on with the attack. Work with this clue.
Remember the clue.
From Kirk to Picard.
Remember the clue.
Let's go on a little trek, shall we? Beam us up, Scotty.
Galactic Boogaloo, yes. The Love Boat. Search for plot. There we go. Uhura does the silly dance. Great.
Very nicely played. Let's see how you affected your final score. That's the
There we
game.
go.
Wow, you were the best guest we had this whole game. Really? Now do me a favor. Take a quick look to your left, now your right, and repeat after me.
You don't know
That's a
Jack.
wrap, everybody. Get the commercials rolling and roll. What's happening? We going again?
Well, isn't this a special moment? You've knocked some poor sap off the high score list. They weren't even around to defend their position. Well, once you're all done feeling proud, let me know if
I mean,
you wanna
technically
play
they
again.
were
Maybe
because
you
it
can
was
knock yourself off the list next
it
time.
was me. Yeah, I did that. I did that role. Well, and that's the end of our exploration of You Don't Know Jack movies.
Oh yeah. Hey, I like your style.
Next in the timeline is You Don't Know Jack TV. So hope I remember TV. I probably don't, but I didn't think I remember movies either, and I did somewhat okay on these. That's nice.
What did he say? He said, go ahead, make my millennium. Get him, Hawk.
That's right.
Hey, nice work, Hawk. Looks like I'm the handicapped one for not believing in you in the first place.
One's hell on earth, one's hell on wheels. They're Branniger and the Hawk. Coming
Great.
to a theater
Excellent.
near you.
Okay. Well.
Hi, I'm
We'll
Lance
call it there.
Anderson. You know
I'll
me
see
from
you
my
next
movies,
time.
Terminal Intensity,
As we
Multiple
don't
Explosions, and
know
Terminal
Jack.
Intensity 2.
Goodbye.
But back in Appleton,